Thank you all so much for being here, for coming through the cold to be here. Thank you for that. Sorry for the weird setup. There was a fire or a flood in the other space, and so we set up in here, which is so great. And forgive us that some of you are down here and some of you are up there, but we're all going to be a part of this, okay? And we'll just work with what we've got. So I want to first start by acknowledging that we're on the land of the Lenape people. I want to ask you to join me in acknowledging their stewardship of this land, past, present, and into future generations. Anushik, which means welcome in the native language of the Lenape. Hi, I'm Ariel, and I'm so grateful to be here with you all today. Oh, and this is Chris and Malik. So sorry I didn't introduce you all earlier. And can I get some help passing out these? You each are going to receive one of these note cards and a pencil. It's okay. So we'll just take a second to get settled and get all of our supplies.
He just handed you over there. No way. Yeah.
Did you? That point? Double. You're very welcome. And actually, how about we take these
Same thing every time. Like
anyway.
You guys need better. A detective. That's it.
One note card, one pencil. And as these supplies are coming around, I'm going to ask you to label one side with a number number 1, and the other side, number 2. So side 1, side 2. Just tiny or bit, whatever allows you to just do this. Any extra pencils, any extra note cards? Thank you. Great, wonderful. All right, side number 1 and side number 2. And then I'm just gonna ask you to imagine something. Imagine you're going on a trip. You don't know where you're going or for how long, or how you're going to get there, or who will be there, or what you'll be doing. But you're going on a trip. You're going somewhere you've never been, okay? What might you bring on this trip? I know I've given you a very limited amount of information, but what might you bring on this trip? On side number 1, write a short list of the first few things that come to mind of what you might bring with you on this trip. You're going someplace you've never been. You don't know how you're going to get there, or for how long, or what you'll be doing, or who will be there, but you're going on a trip. What might you bring? Take another moment or two to jot down a few more things. And now I'd like you to turn and introduce yourself to a partner and just share that initial list that you've written. Wonderful, and now I'm just going to ask you to bring your attention back into the group, the larger group. And I just want to ask, did anything your partner share with you stand out to you? Would anyone like to share that with the larger group?
No.
Yeah, right back here.
SpongeBob Season 2 DVD series.
SpongeBob Season 2 DVD series. Whoa, that's wonderful. Anything else your partner shares stand out to you? Yes. Xanax. Yes.
Contact lenses.
Contact lenses. That's wonderful.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
A vibrator.
A vibrator. Yeah, self-care. Yes.
My partner shared birth control. That's
Birth control. Yes. Did anything surprise you? Some of these were a little surprising.
My passport. The passport is
Their passport.
Their hair.
Their hair. You said your hair.
I'll take my hair anywhere.
That's wonderful. Anything else stand out to you about what your partner shared? Those are wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with the group. And now, if anything that was mentioned triggered something new for you, go ahead and add any additional things that you want to add to your own list. Take a moment to do that now. That same size. That's our list. If anything was triggered for you. Honestly, anywhere. Was there anything similar, any similarities of the things that came up between you and your partner, or things that you heard shared out in the group?
Camera.
Camera, you both said a camera.
Phone charger.
Phone charger,
Clothing.
clothing,
Toothbrush.
toothbrush,
Schedule.
schedule. Oh, sketchbook, a sketchbook.
Swimming.
Bottle of vodka.
A bottle of vodka. That's wonderful. Comfort, items of comfort. Yes?
Food.
So, I'm sorry, what?
Food.
Oh,
snacks.
food, snacks. Very important.
Sneakers.
Sneakers,
Like good walking shoes.
good walking shoes. So I'm hearing items of comfort. I'm hearing some that are more survival-driven, instinct and taking care of ourselves. How did you personally approach the question when you first heard it?
I kind of thought about like what I would do if I was traveling right now, like just things that I would have to bring with me regardless
Regardless of where.
of where. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about it like literally, like I came into this room and didn't know what was gonna happen. And I brought shoes and clothes and a bag and a jacket. Like I bring it with me all the time.
Anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Is there any similarity between all of the things we've spoken about so far that have come up? If we had to sort of
They're all material.
material, they're all material things. Survival, yeah, materials, tools for our survival. That's great.
Except the hair, maybe. Debatable.
Could someone read this word?
Intangible.
Could someone define this word?
Something you can't let go.
Something you can't let go. Any other definitions for intangible? Something you can't touch. Ephemeral. Any other definitions of the word intangible that come to mind? Those are great. Ephemeral, something we can't touch. What if we were going to make a list of the intangible things that we carry with us? You're going on a trip. You don't know where you're going, or for how long, or who will be there, or what you'll be doing when you get there, but what are the things, the intangible things that you'll bring with you wherever you go, just by virtue of you being you? Take a moment now on side number 2 to write down those intangible things. Things that will be with you wherever you go, not because you can pack them in a bag, but things that are with you just by virtue of you being you. As we're brainstorming, would anyone like to popcorn a few of these intangible things out to the group?
Craving.
Craving?
Yeah, like for food or for somebody, anything, yeah.
Craving.
My 5 senses.
Your 5 senses.
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
Sense of adventure.
Sense of adventure.
Companions.
Courage, companions.
Fear.
Fear.
Your sense of self.
Sense of self.
Spirituality.
Spirituality.
Language.
Language.
Oh wow.
Your laugh.
Word. Laughter's great. Everything. Gotta laugh. Love is up there too. You know, you get your
Love.
heart, your love, your
Love.
outlook, your strength.
You're going on a trip. It will happen. It is happening. You and I are going there. Something is coming, something up ahead. We might see but can't define. You and I are going there to that place. Some things will fall, some things will change, some things will go kerplunk, that's that. You and I are going there. And we're gonna have to make sacrifices. And we're gonna hope for something better. We might be scared, but...
What was that?
Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. Is everything okay up there?
Yeah, sorry, give us a moment. We lost power.
Okay, everyone, just give us a second.
Here we go.
A lighters today.
Not part of the show.
Okay, everyone, just give us a sec. Just give us a sec to...
Oh, what are you doing?
So, I just started feeling like anxious, man. Like the past few weeks was good. Like it wasn't like I wasn't worried about myself or anything like that. But like the other night, I was laying down and just couldn't sleep. It just had so much anxiety, man. Like it started off small, but it was growing and growing like this. Like who am I? Like it's hard, bro. Like I'm like laying down in bed and I'm like floating above myself, looking at myself like what the fuck are you doing? Like shit. Like I get to be doing what I love to do, and yet it just want to take over. Like I gotta learn how to separate this from this, or like learn how to put them together and live from this. Yeah, I gotta trust this.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but it changes the game, man. When I really tap into it, it's powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
I went to a training for like active shooter situations, which it's just a crazy thing that we have to do. And the whole thing was like, this is it. This is just the situation. Everybody's got a gun, and like it's not a mental health thing, and it's not a gun thing. I'm just saying literally what he said. I don't agree, but his whole point was that you have to have a 21st century preparedness mindset, which basically meant like prepare for every single option. Be scouting out like where you can crawl up into the ceiling, or how you can tie a door closed with your computer charger, or use a fire extinguisher as a shield. And basically the whole point was that fear is going to make you freeze, and things are happening that are totally out of your control, and you have to know what's in your control and not your control, and then just make a choice, because you might get shot either way.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Yo, that's fucked up.
really disconcerting. I'm like, my students have to do that in school. Like, can you imagine having that on your mind all the time?
It's awful.
Yeah, so awful. But it sounds like what you're talking about.
What? Like what part of what I was talking about?
Like, our mind is so afraid. And in moments where we don't know what's happening, we get so afraid that we like freeze and just do nothing. So live from love and preparedness, I guess you can just make a choice, because you're going to die anyway.
Oh God, no, that's not what I was trying to say at all. I'm just trying to learn how to lead with love, you know? Like, lead with love.
Right.
Did either of you get paid?
No,
Yeah.
I sent them an email. Did you email them?
Yeah, did you not?
Payroll is so screwed.
Wah, wah, no.
Email Linda.
Yes.
No, Linda doesn't work here anymore.
Really?
Seriously? Try Raheem.
No, he's working for, what is it called? Anyway, he's doing awesome stuff.
Oh my God. Yo, is this hummus?
I think so.
They always have it at like these type of events, you know, with like the spread and like, yo, I literally can't stop eating it. Yo, I'm having this shit so bad later. You good?
Yeah, I'm just a little nervous, I guess.
I understand. But hey, we don't know what it's gonna be, so.
It's just like all the work that I put into this thing, like where does it go?
It's gotta go somewhere. You
No, he's choking. You have to. His back.
I don't.
No, his stomach. His
Chris,
stomach.
Yo.
We live in a world with so much that has never before existed. Human life has changed a lot and fast. And technology and society and the civilization that we're living in, the mistakes of our four people are baked into it. And if something is coming, something we don't even yet understand, and since we can't touch it, some people are like, whatever. What happens when the mistakes bite us back? What happens when we have to go somewhere we've never been before? What happens when it's our turn to make the decisions when we're in charge? What choices do we make? What mistakes? So, how do we explode history, present, and future to see that our world, our human world, is made up of the human imagination, shaped entirely by it and by the limitations of it? How do we explode that imagination? How do we reintegrate ourselves, our hearts and our minds? Is that someone's phone? You could just take a second though. It's okay. Is it your phone? Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. I'm really, really, really sorry about this. Oh my God. It's like one of those zombies who try to kill it and then it just comes back to life.
When we're faced with death or danger, our tendency is to hold on to what we believe. So what I want to do is to make space for these fears and this sadness and uncertainty and to care for it with each other so that when the pressure mounts, we don't have to hold on so tightly to the things that got us into this mess in the first place. I want to build a future with you. And it starts right here. And everything, every little thing we do in the present moment, how we live our lives, all that. I want to build a future with you that has the best of all of us. What an incredible opportunity we have to... Yeah.
This is really inspiring to me.
Awesome.
Amazing. Let's clear the space.
Let's clear the space.
You good? Yeah, thank you. Sometimes in life, we come close to death. And I'm wondering if anyone here has ever experienced something like that. Does anyone have an experience? Anyone?
I have, but I don't remember it.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. So when I was 1, I almost died from RSV, which is a disease that kills babies. Yeah, like you can get it when you're an adult, but when you're a baby, if you get it. Yeah, but I don't remember it, so.
Wow. Thank you. Does anyone? Yes?
I climbed down a sewer drain.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a storm drain. It was when I was really little. I was playing. I was playing in the streets. I was playing with my cousins. I was playing in the fire hydrant. I mean, it was summertime. I was playing in the streets with my cousins. I mean, I don't know if I don't think they really liked me. No, they didn't really like me. My mom, she was like, the asphalt was hot, and she got like a box of like ice cream sandwiches and one water gun. And my uncle, he's like sitting in a rocking chair and playing music. Yeah, and I'm playing with my cousins. And after a while, they get bored of me. They leave. And then they started playing water guns with each other. And I'm left alone in the fire hydrant. And then the water's pouring out. And it's like sparkling up. And it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's not beautiful. It's rushing out to the streets.
All that water.
Yeah, all that water. It's rushing down the streets. And no one's watching me. No one's paying attention to me. And I'm paying attention to the water. And I'm walking down the street. And I walk with the water. Away from my mom, away from my uncle, away from my cousins, away from everyone. And I'm walking down the street and I see this water pouring onto a river. And it's pouring down this drain. I watch it. I follow it. I want to crawl down it, so I do. Down to the tunnels where the water bleeds. And I follow. I do. And I go waist deep. It's waist deep. And I walk into it's dark. So dark I can't see. And then I walk into it until I see light. A tunnel around. And as I'm walking out the tunnel, the water is pouring to a stream. And by a stream there's a tree. And by a tree there's a rock. And by a rock there's a frog.
Yes.
Weird. Sand.
Where I am, death is not. Where death is, I am not.
Is that frog? That's crazy.
What's going on?
Ding, ding. Crazy. I'm a frog.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You're not a frog.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. Ow.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Oh, yo, wait.
Okay, please, please.
Yes, frog, yes. Work that frog body.
This building, what is it made out of? Your house, your workplace, your tower. What are they made out of? How long do they last? How long until a tree has sprung up in the middle of this grand theater? Until there's a hole in the roof, there's light pouring in? Frogs absorb water through their skin so they don't need to drink. Maybe I eat the eggs I lay. Maybe inside my stomach, my children grow, and when they hatch, they crawl up out of my mouth. Maybe in the winter, all the water in my cells are replaced with glucose, and I freeze. And then the spring comes, and I unfreeze. Otters, minks, storks, owls, hawks, crayfish, snakes, beetles, newts, parrots, spiders, humans. That's a list of predators. My predators. Some of my predators. Don't be unkind. Lift me off the leaf. Lift me to your ear. Let me tell you something. Peak awareness.
Yes.
You're moving in a circle. Something's moving around you. You're losing this worry. The worry of your body. The worry of time. You are finding. You are.
I said, during the instructions, I said there would be things that would travel with us.
What?
I said something weird.
When?
The
Oh, the you being you
yeah,
part?
yeah.
Oh, I like that part.
Really?
Yeah, it made me feel kind of warm inside for a sec.
Oh, because it felt like a lie.
Oh,
It feels like the world is ending.
yeah. I think it always feels that way.
Yeah, but when you say that, doesn't it just keep us stuck? Doesn't it? I work really hard and I'm just wondering, what is it for? Why try and fix it? Why try and swim upstream, you know? It feels like most people don't feel like they're living in a dystopia, and I get that. It's like, how could you go on feeling that way? But it's pretty clear we're hurtling towards a mass extinction.
Yeah, we're in a mass extinction. More extreme than ever.
Okay, and
People aren't gonna change. Not until they're willing to.
but that's heinous. I want to change everything. I want everyone to change.
You wanna survive, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You wanna survive this?
Yeah, whatever it is, I wanna survive it, and I want everyone to. I wanna change the world. I wanna heal the injustices of the world in the process. Like, I really, really don't want it to make things worse.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's so noble.
I don't know. It's just all so impermanent. And I guess that's what's scary, and I don't want to be scared.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay.
And I fear that my fear might make me do bad things.
Yeah. Well, what you have, what you see, what you feel and what you don't feel, and what's out there, and what makes you mad, and what makes you happy, and all of it, even what's out there, it's all you. And it's all changing. And the more you can get to know that change and attend to it with love, to that which you want to amplify, because
what we pay attention to grows.
mystery and certainty are proportional always. We never have more of one than the other, even though sometimes we like to think we do, but that's not.
I think that I get stuck when I think that the intangible thing exists like the tangible one does, like a chair does. Like, I think a chair is a chair as I am who I am, but I forget that the chair is just a product of someone saying, let me make this thing. And, making it and making a series of decisions, and each time someone's saying with what amount of certainty really that a chair should be like that. And I look at a chair and I think, what is that? And I forget the word for it, and my mind kind of goes blank, and then the chair disappears. And I sit down and it feels like I'm floating. I forget how infinite I am. And how from within that infinity what I might be.
I have to go.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help, really.
You're welcome. Oh, one last thing.
Yeah?
I was told to tell you that you're fired.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Where were we? Yes. Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna go around and collect your note cards. I'm gonna collect your note cards, and you two, you take. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, if we maybe want to pass your note cards down this way, and I'll take them to you in the area.
Okay. So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I feel my attention pulled in a million different directions. Like it's hard not to get distracted, you know, like with our phones and the news. And I'm not saying it's not important to stay vigilant and be informed and actually participate, but like sometimes I get distracted by like the crashes and bangs, the loudest sounds, the most noise. Our little minds, our broken hearts, yearning and looking and knowing, because like there's something about this lifeness that's broken and wonderful, and flowers and miracles and circles and sky and death and roses and squash and ash and red, brown, sand, earth, dry heat, and the market and the firelight and the church and the tower and the cold stream and the prairie and the Atlantic Ocean and the cliffs in Cali and the winter in Detroit and the cold blue sky and clear clean water and the cloudless night and my skin and your heat and sometimes you call me and sometimes I don't have to call you, you just know, and the aurora borealis, the dust storm, sandstorm, tornado, hurricane, flood, gun, tick, slug, crow, and cattle and goat and earth and plant and tree and you and this broken, this crashing, this shaking, this breathing, this lifting up high out of my body, and that's it. I've left my body, and you've left your bodies, and you're floating up into the sky, and close your eyes. Imagine with me. You're floating just above your body. Breathe in. Yeah, just breathe. Breathe out. And let it come in and out. I'm asking you to do something that's vulnerable. I really see that. And I'm asking you right now to close your eyes. Will you do that? I just want you to close your eyes and imagine. You are floating, maybe just above your body, and you're seeing your body. Then maybe you go a little further through the roof of this building, and you're seeing this building and the buildings around it. You're seeing now the neighborhood. Then you go a little further. You see this piece of land or that one. You see this place we call a city. And you go a little bit further. And the land gets bigger. You see more of the sea. You may see shapes that you recognize, but now you don't. And you go higher and higher and higher, floating. You're floating high above this orb. Wild, right? And you're there, floating. And now think of those things, those intangible things we talked about before. Pick one. And see if in your body, your light floating body still with your eyes closed looking inwards, see if in your body you can locate where that intangible thing may be. Is there a sensation? What does it look like? See if you can go inside of it. Mine is courage and love. And I'm going to go inside of it. And going inside the sensation, I'm realizing that I am the sensation, and the sensation is me, and there are no boundaries to my body. There are no boundaries to your body. There is only this sensation. Stay with the breath.
Resilience.
What does it look like?
Gratitude.
What does it feel like?
Sense of adventure.
Does it have a color?
Memory.
A texture?
Patience.
Where are the edges of the sensation?
Faith.
Where are the edges of you?
Courage. Curiosity.
It's okay. It's going to be okay. We are meant to be
Laughter.
here. I am love. I am here to make this world
Fear.
better. I am here to make myself better.
My laugh.
I am here to be more loving than anyone has ever been before.
Resourcefulness.
I am here to heal myself.
Hospitality.
Through healing myself, I transform the world.
Positivity.
We must transform the world.
Spirituality.
It may be scary, but you have to do it with me.
Love. And afterwards, I went home and I made a list of everything I knew and every place I'd been. And I closed my eyes and I tried to think really, really hard about what it would be like when everything is different. I couldn't do it. Nothing came to mind. But then I remembered that I am nature itself. And every storm is an invitation to build something new in its wake.
Gosh, that was wild. You can open your eyes now. Thank you for going there with me, with us, and yeah. Look at us.
Thanks everybody for being here today. I just want to wrap up because we're almost over time. So stick around if you like. We love to continue to chat and get to know you and have everyone get to know each other in the lobby. We have to get out of here. And we'd love to collect your pens and pencils again. And please enjoy the snacks we put out. Just be careful. And yeah.
Oops, I spilled water.